began the league yesterday, and I can't believe Real Madrid is about to play its fifth game in La Liga. So match day 5 in Laliga EA Sports, and Real Madrid will be facing Espanyol. So I'm just here to do a short preview of Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. So just like how we do it every day, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then let us begin. So first of all, with my predicted lineup starting from the back court, who are still in the goal post. Now at the left back position, finally we have a left back that has been consistent over time, and I hope he is going to be consistent for times to come. So Alvaro Carras has logged in the left back position, and I'm predicting him to start versus Espanyol. Now with the centre backs, I'm sure it's going to be a Militao and Raul Asensio partnership. That is what I'm predicting, because Rudiger is injured, and then with Dean Housen's red card, the back and forth, we have appealed, but then he has still been suspended in the game versus Espanyol and is expected to be back in Real Madrid's game versus Levante. And so even though Real Madrid is going to the Spanish court to appeal, we can't assure if Dean Housen is going to be back versus Espanyol, but it is so unlikely. Now to the right back position, Trent Alexander-Arnold is injured and is expected to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That means that Carvajal is going to be starting at the right back position over time. Now to the midfield, I'm going to go for Tchouaméni, Valverde, and then Arda Güler attacking midfield. Until Jude Bellingham comes back, I think the midfield we are still going to use that midfield. Islands is going to have some minutes versus Espanyol. That is most likely for Jude Bellingham to have some minutes versus Espanyol. But then that is the starting lineup that I'm predicting in the midfield: Valverde, Tchouaméni, and then Arda Güler. Then with the forwards, I'm very sure Vinicius Jr. is going to start this match. So at the left wing, I'm predicting Vinicius Jr. to start, Kylian Mbappe undisputed starter as the forward. Then at the right wing, I'm sure Franco Mastantuono is going to start at the right wing in Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. Xabi Alonso really loves this boy and is starting him, even though I feel like we are giving pressure to the kid, but I'm very sure he's going to start in Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. So that is it for my predicted lineup. Now we are going to look at the head-to-head statistics. So for the head-to-head statistics, in Real Madrid's past 5 games versus Espanyol, Real Madrid has won 4 and has lost 1. So then in the very recent Real Madrid versus Espanyol game, Real Madrid lost that game. And so, playing Espanyol is very dicey. And even though we are going to win, it's not going to be an easy one. With the Catalan clubs, anytime they meet Real Madrid, they take it on a personal level. And so we are going to expect a very strong and a very tough game, but I'm expecting Real Madrid to come out victorious. Now to the key players to look out for from each side, taking 2 from Real Madrid and then 2 from Espanyol. The 2 from Real Madrid, I'm going to talk about Vinicius Jr. and then I'm also going to talk about Franco Mastantuono. Franco Mastantuono in the previous game, that is our Champions League game, showed some life. The player is giving Vinicius Jr.'s first season at Real Madrid vibes. So I know even when he's given the chance, when he's being taught well, when he actually learns a lot, he's going to show up. And I know that is exactly what Xabi Alonso is trying to do, trying to make him play so that he can get the experience and then learn some things better. So me personally, I'll be looking at Franco Mastantuono in Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. Then with Vinicius Jr., because I feel like when Vinicius Jr. was benched in Real Madrid's Champions League game versus Marseille, when he comes back to play versus Espanyol, he's actually going to put up some energy, because nobody expected Vinicius Jr. to be benched. I'm sure he himself, he didn't see that coming. So that is going to make him know that he is now in serious competition with Rodrigo. So when he's to play, he's going to put up his very best. Now for the 2 players to look out for from Espanyol, I'm going to talk about Pere Milla and then Javier Puado. These 2 players have some good stats for Espanyol, and they are players that actually have more goals, and they are very dangerous when it comes to playing with big teams. So I'm going to look out for these 2 players. Now for the score predictions, I'm going to predict Real Madrid to win by 2-1. It's not going to be a very crazy win, unless maybe, of course, a miracle happens and we score 4-1 goals. But then I'm expecting Real Madrid to win by 2-1 goals in Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. So that is my score prediction. So basically this brings us to the end of the review of Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. As I'm going to say it again, it's not going to be an easy game anytime we face Espanyol. Even though we win, they always put a fight for it. In our very last game versus Espanyol, Real Madrid lost that game. That was a game in February. And so I know Espanyol is also going to put up some fight in the game. But then I'm still expecting Real Madrid to come out victorious. So this brings us to the end of my preview of Real Madrid's game versus Espanyol. Don't forget to like, share, and then also subscribe. Right after the match, I'll be back with a review of Real Madrid's game. Hala Madrid!